With a beautiful week ahead of us, we decided to head up to Echo Bay on Sucia Island. When we arrive at Sucia, we typically will grab what's known as linear moorage, or we call it a rope buoy. A number of reasons for this.
Hey, gentle viewers. So this is the first time I have used this camera in years.
Well, don't gentle view me.
Hey, I don't mean to scare the bejesus out of everyone.
Probably will, for sure.
All right, this is my, no, you'll never guess.
First?
It's my first mate.
There you go.
There you go. She also claims to be Admiral, which I think is correct. Okay, and this, oops, sorry babe. This is us. This is them. This is Debbie. This is Debbie looking at us. This is Debbie. Oh, she's leaving. Hey, Deb.
Doesn't know you're looking at her.
Okay, there she goes.
There she goes.
This is their boat. Is it beautiful?
Truly.
You know what? I got to tell you, Cher.
Yeah.
Years and years and years and years ago, when I was looking at boats, I think it was with David, we decided that a 27 Catalina was the ultimate.
Oh, I remember that. I even thought that's what we thought.
Yeah, we figured we'd get a 27 Catalina because it was so perfect.
Islander.
Charlie thought the 30. Oh, you remember the 27? No, the 36 Islander.
Yeah,
that was that was nice.
Heavy luxury.
Oh yeah, that was.
It was a heavy.
Hey, Bellingham. Aquanimity. I love it.
Aquanimity?
Okay. So I watched this guy over here raise his anchor, and now he's going. Look at all the buoys available on a Saturday morning.
Get out. Really?
Yeah.
It's almost afternoon.
Yeah. There's another couple over there.
It's really bizarre.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, this is going to be a long one, but these are very tiny in terms of, this is what you call a crude old-fashioned camcorder that's as old as the hills. I mean, it's still 1080, but it's, hey Deb, I found a charger for an old camcorder that
Oh, oobla.
and it still works.
I have laundry hanging in my boat.
Oh.
My boat looks like Paris in the alleyway.
Not Italy?
From Italy to Paris?
Yeah.
You're moving up.
Oh, this is their pajamas there in your bedding. This is so nice.
Oh my
To tell you
gosh.
hello.
Really?
Oh, wow. Well, say hello to her. We absolutely can't wait to see her again, by the way. There's quite a wind on that dinghy, huh? I can pull it in and it'll stop the squeaking.
One advantage of being tied up to a linear mooring line is that your boat stays in the same position relative to the sun. That means your solar panels can be in one position most of the day. Another benefit of having the linear mooring line is that it's kind of a form of rafting, so you've got a neighbor right next to you, which makes for a very kind of a fun community feeling. Most boaters love rafting up if they have friends that are boating with them, and there's nothing quite as fun as being on a line where you've got the ability to pass things back and forth and visit with your neighbors.
This has worked well. Strangely, the current stops and the wind dies down at night. It's been really nice. Okay, I think I'm taking a movie now. Okay, I think this is shooting a video.
I couldn't help but notice at night that there was basically what looked like a little city out there with all of the mast lights and the lights reflecting off the water. There were probably maybe 100 boats or so at the anchorage at that time, but it's just kind of a cool feeling out there.
Oh, I've been there before.
Another benefit of using a buoy, whether it's a linear buoy or a individual buoy over anchoring, is that you're not disturbing the seabed, which can interrupt some of the habitat that is developing there. Also, those boaters who aren't lucky enough to have a anchor windlass do tend to have to lift quite a bit more weight off the bottom when they're pulling up debris. As you can see, Echo Bay has a couple of linear mooring lines, and the boats really tend to enjoy them. They're very easy to tie up to also.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
My Miss Vanity.
Yeah, people are getting ready.
Man, that green water is something, isn't it? I wonder if this will see underneath and get the. Yeah, I think it does. Our little kelp down there.
As we were watching people leave the anchorage in the morning, we couldn't help but notice how many pairs of boats were rafting up. It seems to be kind of a universal that when you're boating with friends, you really do want to be with them as much as possible without having to dinghy back and forth between boats. But here we noted a lot of sailboats were basically as close together as they could get. The sheriff's boat, of course, was just out there checking things out. Here we've got, again, more people rafting up. We've seen as many as 4 or 5 boats rafted together in this bay. It's fairly calm for the most part. You don't have to worry too much about wave action. And you can see there are a number of boats that love rafting. The next morning, our friends and us took our boats and headed back to Anacortes for a night. We were actually going to take off the very next day and head out for another overnighter.
Oh, the power cord. Okay. So we did okay. We hit 6 knots, so we know we're good, doing good. All right, let me plug in the power. Fun couple of days, huh? Here goes. I think I just...
Full of adventure as usual.
The next day we took off from Anacortes and headed over to Spencer's Spit on Lopez Island. It was kind of a beautiful sail with enough wind to keep us moving at a reasonable clip, close to 6 knots.
Okay, I'm seeing us really move. Wow, look at all the net on that thing. Oh, it's a spill response. Crazy, isn't it?
Those are those bladders that
Yeah, they put them up and they inflate them. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That
Hi, welcome to the U.S.
awesome job you guys do, by the way. Okay. So, Barkley Sentinel. They're the ones that have to run it around all of the sinking
Yep.
ships.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, tide's down.
Can you get out of my way so I could
Oh,
steer?
sorry. Here, I'll just turn it off. So, for all I know, we're doing what we can. Until we get into the channel farther, we're not going to be able to get the right point of sail. Yeah. We're not going fast. As long as the beer's cold and we get there, right? You're on video, babe.
You saw me with my gloves.
Yeah, on coffee duty. Whoops, I always do this, you know. Here we are falling off.
Please excuse the wind noise as I'm using an old camera without a buffer. Meanwhile, as you can see, in about 10 knots of wind, we're making pretty much right at 6 knots coming across Rosario Strait. Beautiful sail.
That's looking up the upper part of Rosario Strait. That's the lower south part of Rosario Strait. That's the end of Hidalgo Island. Here we are, just gonna have some coffee. So, what you got there, babe?
You're
Gilligan.
my Gilligan hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
no, I've got my phone, so
So we're gonna close these.
Letting Dan
We're
know
gonna
where
close these curtains later tonight, though, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. So here's our carpet, by the way. It's got these concentric circles. Okay, so we grabbed a buoy. Weirdly. I think we'd get one, but we did. Bit of wind here, but no big deal. Beautiful sail. Average probably 5 knots coming across. Light winds, about 5 to 10 knot wind. Well, probably 10 knot winds. And here's the cool thing is at night you can see if I can zoom in here. Hopefully at night you can see the lights over there. It's kind of a cool effect. Anyway.
We have a tradition when we arrive at an anchorage of having a cold beer and relaxing for a while just to kind of recover from the trip. Later we went ashore, checked out the spit, had a really good time just walking the beach before heading back to the boat. One advantage that anchoring or having a single buoy has over being on a linear mooring line is that your bow tends to point into the wind, so it's a little more protected in the cockpit. Here I'm bedding a small leak in the back of our handrail. Interestingly, it only takes about 15-20 minutes to remove the handrail and actually rebed it with butyl tape, which we did later. So this is
that in there, but that's the 4,000. We might pull this off one day, but we haven't seen any other leaks, but yeah, you never know. There's a little rosebud at anchor. We're actually on the buoy here. Still windy, man.
We headed back into the beach for the evening before returning to the boat and having a barbecue dinner and a nice long night of sleep. We headed back to Anacortes later in the day. And while we're on our way back, I just want to thank everyone for watching our videos, and we look forward to putting another one out soon.